who rode with him, played golf and tennis with him, swapped jokes in with were his companions in amateur theatricals, never quite broke through the restraint that was between them. Always they remained conscious of a quality of great dignity, knew themselves to be companions of an extraordinary man. It was the quality noted by an officer who served closely with Marshall throughout the war against the Axis powers years later. This officer, groping with it for illustration, finally said that not only had he never heard Marshall tell a dirty story, but the most frigid social atmosphere it had ever been his unhappy lot to experience was that which descended suddenly upon a room in which an unwary and less than sensitive officer ventured to relate a dirty story to Marshall. For all the essential dignity of this man and the slight awe of him that persisted in the regiment, the officers and the wives found the simple informality of the Marshall home and the warm welcome we received were attracting them there more and more frequently. Junior officers with troubled minds found themselves, to their astonishment, unburdening themselves to Marshall and finding him interested, sympathetic, and helpful. Leadership style, low task, low relationship. As for delegating, General Marshall surely had to have been a competent delegator to fulfill his awesome responsibilities as the Chief of Staff in World War II. The following description of his ability to use that style of leadership corresponds quite closely with Hersey and Blanchard's prescription for leadership behavior in Quadrant 4. When General Marshall found an officer of promise, he handed him a task with few instructions and then checked carefully on what the officer turned up in his first interview. With this new assistance in December 1941, he said, "Eisenhower, the department is filled with able men who analyze their problems well but feel compelled always to bring them to me for final solution. I must have assistants who will solve their own problems and tell me later what they have done. I resolve them in there," Eisenhower said later, "to do my work, to do the best of my ability, and report to the general only situations of obvious necessity or when he personally sent for me." If his subordinates met the challenges acceptably, the Chief of Staff tested them with a bigger job. Of Eisenhower as of others he selected, he commented, "If he